What happened? This is 48, right?
Yeah, sure is. Sure is.
Say something.
Hello, hello, hello. One, two, three. One, two, three.
Okay, whenever you want to start, we're good.
Okay. All right. Got my water. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Max Capacity Show. It's a show about random topics that we discuss, we debate them, and all for your guys' viewing pleasure. And then we put them onto YouTube, SoundCloud, and all that kind of stuff. We post them topic by topic on YouTube Monday through Thursday, and then the entire show on Friday. With me, Dean,
Hello.
like always.
I always wave.
I don't. You just keep waving.
I stopped doing the
You,
Star
you
Trek
know,
thing.
this was from last week, so you just started waving again.
Yeah, I switched.
It's
I've
like
never
I
even
stopped doing
watched.
it.
I've never even watched Star Trek other than the movies.
Wow, you're such a poser.
I know. Spock would have been very upset with me. Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that.
So, how's your week been, my friend?
Busy.
Busy?
Yeah, it's been a busy week. I mean, oh my god, I want to play Uncharted so bad.
Yeah, it's like you wait for something. You were so pumped last week. You have it, and you haven't.
I have it downloaded on my PS4. It's just waiting. I'm trying to avoid all spoilers, I'm doing a very good job of it right now.
So you're just staying off the internet, basically.
Well, the internet, it's not as vicious as I thought it would be.
I haven't. To be fair, I haven't seen any spoilers.
Yeah. I've seen a lot about it,
Yeah,
like how awesome it is, how
dude, it
amazing it
looks
is.
so good.
It looks so good.
Not gonna lie, this is probably the first game that's made me want to actually go buy a PlayStation.
Really?
Well, I wanted to get a PlayStation when they did that like Uncharted remastered bundle.
Oh, the collection?
Yeah, the collection, but it's too poor. But I think once I start working, I think I'm going once I get these two classes done in the summer, I'm gonna hopefully try and get them done in the next month. I think I'm gonna go buy and play 1 through 4.
Dude, you
Like
should do
I'm
it.
just gonna power through like 1, 2,
You should
3.
do it. That's
and
what
then,
I
like,
did.
save for 4.
That's pretty much what I did for 1, 2, and 3. I powered right through them.
They remastered them pretty good, didn't they?
Yeah, they're good. They look better.
Yeah.
But
I have this funny thing of like if they didn't remaster them, I probably wouldn't play them. Like once a new console's out, you don't want to go back to the old one, right?
I don't want to plug in my 360.
It's
Fuck
just
that
weird.
shit.
Like it's okay to plug like an N64 in or something like that. That's different.
Yeah,
But you don't want to go and like plug an Xbox 360 in to play like Mass Effect.
I got a PS3 just sitting there that I never want to play.
Dude, you should sell it.
I should.
Is it the backwards compatible one?
Fuck no.
Oh.
I have one of those sitting in Prince George.
Those things sell for more. People want those ones.
Yeah, because they want that backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
How about how's your week going?
Pretty much. Well, I painted my whole fucking basement, which took way longer than I thought.
Do you have a new tenant coming in?
No, we're not doing that anymore.
No.
I'm just gonna enjoy that space, dude. Everyone just wrecks it. So
Yeah.
it's like, and we weren't getting like a lot because it wasn't a full suite. So it's like it's not worth a couple $100 by the time I literally I put $500 in paint and like things to do with paint, and I still have a bathroom and a bedroom to paint.
Renter's life, man.
Fuck.
I'm gonna be part of that pretty soon.
Yeah, but you know what? I think it's different when you live there. Like if this was just a rental house and I didn't live here, it'd be different. I wouldn't care as much. Like
Yeah.
if people were switching, like someone left and someone was coming in, I probably would have went and like cleaned the walls. If there was like hole, maybe like filled a hole in. But other than that, I would have just left it. Like I wouldn't buy. Like we bought a new vanity for like our bathroom. I wouldn't do that if I was renting and I didn't live here, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put all that work into it, right?
No, like if I just had a rental, like how you're gonna do it, and people switch, I would just go in, or I wouldn't even go in. I'd probably just pay some people to go in and clean it up. I would go in, take a look, and then I just put it back up.
Yeah. My cousins are living right next to it, so they can tell me if some shit's going down.
Oh, dude, see, that's perfect. That's a nice thing. Like, my brother has a friend that rents a house in town here, but he doesn't live here, and he was having issues. So we actually got like a company. I've kind of looked into it. They take like 10% of your, you pay them 10% of your rent, right? So if you whatever it is, 1,000, you give them $100 a month. They go and make sure like lawns cut. They check up on things like there's no grow op going on inside, and they make sure that the people who they pick to rent, they do like credit checks and all that shit. So hopefully you have like okay.
So
renters.
they pretty much inspect the place.
They pretty much do all the headaches for you while you're out of town, and you just deal with collecting the money and paying them. But I mean, there's things they don't do, like if something's broken, you need to fix it, right? But I mean, that's nice if you don't live there. But man, there's so many people that have rentals that just don't give a shit about them. Like I've had friends that have been in basement suites and rentals, and you're just like, man, this guy who owns this house does not care. He's literally just here for the paycheck, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm hoping everything goes because like it's in Surrey. It's gonna be probably a family that's probably gonna live there.
Dude,
it can't be that bad.
You'll be fine, man. Plus, since you have someone next door that you know, that'll make it way better.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have anything to worry about. What you did is really smart, actually, man.
They already tried it. They're trying to buy it off me now. The people that sold it to us.
They want it back?
Yeah.
You should sell it back for like 50 grand more.
Oh, it's already gone up price by like 60 grand, 70 grand.
Just sell it. Just take the money.
I'm gonna wait a little bit longer.
That's awesome. You're just playing with their emotions, man.
Dude, I couldn't believe it went up by that much. I was like, well, why not keep it now? The housing market is gonna go up in Vancouver. It's fucking ridiculous here.
I know. Why those people sold it, now they want it back like a month later?
Yeah, because I bought it for the price that I bought it for, right? And then they were selling a 2-bedroom because mine's a 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
They're selling the 2-bedroom for 50 grand more.
What? Then what you got the 3-bedroom for?
Yeah.
Like, are they just stupid?
No, it's just that's demand went crazy. So like one of the height in the price or height in the price, right?
You slipped in there at the right time, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And now they're like, well, we could probably sell the place that I have for like 100 grand more or like 75 grand more. So I'm
That's
hilarious. Like, I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Yeah, it's not. Well, hey, it's not gonna go down.
It's not gonna go down. That's exactly it, right?
It's not gonna go down. That's sweet, man. That worked out good, hey?
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I was kind of hesitant at the start, but it worked out.
Now you're like, hey, man, good first investment.
Right?
That's hilarious. That's so funny, man. I love when people like do that. They sell something, and then like 2 weeks later, you hear back from the person like, "Hey, can I have it back?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure," like for more.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're gonna give me more for it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna keep it for now.
That's hilarious. I wouldn't have sold it back either. I'd be like, no, man, it's just screw you.
Yeah, and it's gonna be on rent, so I get money out of it anyways. So.
Exactly, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right. What do you want to do for topic number 1?
All right, I'll go first since we were talking about Uncharted.
Okay, perfect.
Gotta clear my throat for this one. I don't know why. All right, so I want to talk about storytelling in gaming, in the gaming medium. Storytelling. How far it's gotten from what it was when we used to play games. I guess when we used to play games, there was no story.
Barely.
Shit.
The first game I remember playing that had like a story was like a Super Mario Adventure on a Game Boy, and it was just like text at the end of a level.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Or it's just saving the princess.
Exactly, and it would say like, "Oh, the princess has moved to another castle," but that was like the storytelling, and it was sweet, right?
Yeah.
And it's
but like
it's so much more now.
How crazy the storytelling like it's gotten to now. Like I'll take this like my favorite game of all time, The Last of Us. That story is insane, and I want like even people that don't play games, I want people to experience that game.
It was so
because
good
how
until
good
the last half an hour.
No, it's not. No, the end is awesome. It's so good. You suck.
No, man. When I screwed up, it was a way better ending. Not by much.
No. But like, it's just the game is amazing. It's written amazing. It makes you feel right off the bat. Like right when I started that game, I was like, wow, I'm in this game.
Yeah. You know what though? The first like 15 minutes sunk you hard.
Yeah, they did.
And then you're like, oh, I have to play this game. Dude, I've tried like explaining to like even like my parents or people I used to work with that are older like video games, and they think it's just a waste of time. But it's like, well, on Saturday night you watch a movie with your wife, right? And they're like, oh yeah, sometimes we'll go to the theater or rent a movie. I'm like, all this is that, but longer, and it's an experience you actually get to control.
Yeah.
So instead of just sitting and watching the movie and being like, and like, oh, I wish they didn't do that scene. Well, when you're playing like a game, you have the decision to do, A or B. So you get to choose. You don't have to just be restricted to what that director and those actors and actresses did. You get to make the choices, and you still get that same experience, and it's more fulfilling because you've actually done something.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like the way it's all like put together is just amazing. Like I look back at the Uncharted. I haven't played the last Uncharted yet this weekend. Fuck yeah. But the first 3 Uncharted, like they're just so like masterpieces in story. Well, first one's it's good, but like you go to the second and the third, it's just levels of just mastery for those games.
Just
Like you could
storytelling.
take the storytelling, you could take out the gameplay and just put cutscenes, and you can still have the same gravitas as you would if you just play the game as well.
Yeah, like I've kind of done them with a couple games that I'm never gonna play. I've like watched like the 40 or 30 minutes, like the cinematics all put together in sequence, and you kind of like it's not the same as playing the game, but it's like, oh, I kind of understand like what happens now.
You get the gist of the story.
Exactly, and especially something that you don't want to play, right? I've done that a few times. Like I did that with Mass Effect 1. I never played Mass Effect 1, so I just watched like all the cinematic.
I see that's also a game that I wanted to talk about. Is Mass Effect, because like I've never played any of the Mass Effect games.
I sunk a lot of time into 2, and I didn't play 3 like as deep, but I like beat the story. 2 was the best, I think.
I feel like they're just too big for me.
They're not even that big though, because I'm not like the person to sink a lot of time in like a Fallout or like I don't know, whatever else, Far Cry, where you can go like crazy.
But see, now the problem that I have with these games like Fallout or Mass Effect or The Witcher is a prime example of this. Is that there's too much shit.
That's how I always feel too.
That
man.
gets in front of the story where you're like, I don't remember what the story is anymore.
Well, yeah, you spend like 2 days doing stuff, and you're like, what was the last like quest, or what was the last storyline thing I did?
Yeah, what was the last story mission that I actually did?
That's one of the things I'm not like big into games like that, man. I like when games aren't like linear and they allow you to explore, but I don't want to be able to explore this. I want to be able to explore like this. I still want to stay within the parameters of like what I'm supposed to be doing, but I want to like go
I'll
into
play Final
rooms and
Fantasy
check things out.
I'll play Final Fantasy games if I want that.
Yeah, like I don't know. When they keep coming out with games like The Witcher and Far Cry is fairly big, and like Fallout 4, it's like I just feel like if you like that kind of game, or even Dark Souls, there's so many that come out in a row. Like you should realistically shouldn't even be done the one by the time the next one comes out.
Yeah,
right. Especially
Dark Souls is different though. I think because there's no side questing in Dark Souls.
Oh no,
there's no questing in Dark Souls.
It's just don't die.
It's just go through the bosses. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And you find the story as you go on, but the story is so hard to find in that game. It's so like, what do they call it? It's so like this. The getting to know what the story is and where the story is. It's very tough. You have to nitpick a lot of things.
Oh.
To figure out the story. There's no like questing where you like talk to an NPC and he gives you a quest or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Nothing like that. You just go to bonfire and just kill enemies and bosses, and that's it.
Oh, okay. I've never played Dark Souls. I didn't know.
That's a game that you should try. I think you would. You would get probably frustrated.
I would get frustrated. I'm no desire to play the game. I know I would.
Or maybe
play for
maybe Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 is easier than the first one.
Dude, I honestly would probably play for like an hour and be like, "Yep, no," and just put it down. That'd be it. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna bring next time. I'm gonna bring my PS4 and Dark Souls.
Oh my god.
You could try it.
I'll fucking rage.
I want to film it too. That'd be really funny.
God. Fat white guy rages Dark Souls.
Controller through TV.
Oh god, I just bought that. Yeah, okay, so like you said, like, games are becoming like this almost cinematic experience in a sense. Like you could say that, right?
Yeah, you look at Tomb Raider, you look at Uncharted, you look at
like they
Last
look
of Us.
so good, and it's like that's the thing. Some of the games I think get to this level where they look so good and you're playing it, and the cutscenes, and it just you're so much more like immersed into it that it's just like it's worth the almost $100 price tag it is now.
Yeah,
compared to spending
exactly.
$10 going to the movie theater. Because I mean, like realistically, even if you buy a game and you play through it and it's not your favorite, you're still probably going to get more enjoyment out of it than you are a 2-hour movie. Even if it's not
for
something
me,
you like.
100%, 100%. Because I don't like movies are an afterthought for me a lot.
Yeah,
like,
you're
a
the
lot of
TV
time.
show guy.
Yeah, TV shows, but I like right now TV shows have gotten kind of like the back a little bit as well because like not many are on right now or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when I play I've sunk in over 100 hours into Dark Souls.
The new one that came out?
Yeah, the new one that came out,
Holy shit.
and I finished it 4 times. And it's just like I get that like every time I play through it, I find something new about the story.
Yeah.
And the storytelling in that game is so fucking good because you actually have to go and find it.
Yeah. See, I can't do that, man. That stresses me out too much.
And
I get way too mad, like trying to find just. It's like, where am I supposed to go now?
Yes,
I'm already getting like stressed thinking about it.
That game doesn't tell you where to go either. Like you follow the bonfires, but they don't tell you where the bonfires are. Once you find a new bonfire, you're like, okay, now I know I'm going in the right direction.
Oh,
But they don't tell you, be like, go this way. This
that's
is
so stressful. How do you play that game, man?
It's so and then when you don't find the right way and you have like 100,000 souls, which is like your currency to level up in the game, and you die, and you have to go back to get those souls, but you die before you get them, you lose all those souls, then you get pissed off.
How many times has that happened to you in the new one?
On the new one, it's happened to me countless times. I've done stupid shit like fucking. I was fighting some guy. I think I had like 137,000 souls, and I was fighting some guy, and I rolled off the edge.
Then you can never get it back, right?
No, they stay on like the platform, but I have to get all the way to that place again. Bonfire was a good like half hour away.
Have you broken any PlayStation controllers yet?
No, not PS4 controllers.
Have you thrown any?
Not my PS4 controller.
No? You held it in, eh?
Oh.
That's
I've
hilarious.
broken my share of 360 controllers and PS3 controllers.
That's hilarious.
360 I broke because of Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty will do it to you, man. I don't know.
That's why I'm intrigued on the storytelling when they do with Battlefield, the new Battlefield that's coming out.
You know what, man? The new Battlefield looks better than Call of Duty.
It does. It
They're
does.
the first one to finally go back to the like World War One, World War Two.
Yeah, which I'm really excited about.
So many people were waiting for that. They kept doing like all these modern stuff. It's like, man, take a break from that. Everyone's sick of it. Like we're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone says like go back to like World War Two. That was the first Call of Duty game I ever played.
World at War?
No, the other one. The one.
Oh, Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, Call of Duty 2. With
Yeah.
the like the dudes on the front, World War II style. That was a fun game, man.
That was a really fun game.
That and I think maybe the first Modern Warfare were my favorite like Call of Duties, and I haven't really played much of it.
My favorite was World at War.
Lots of people was, man. My friend Luke, as soon as he saw that Battlefield 1 trailer, he's like, man, I'm so pumped for this game. He's like, screw, like he's a history guy, right? And he's just
Yeah.
like, man, he's like, this is all I've been waiting for.
Yeah, like they haven't done that kind of thing, but they just have to tell the story well. That's the biggest thing. Like because it's a really rich war. There's a lot of shit that happened in it.
Just don't screw it up, basically.
Just don't screw it up. That's the only thing. And it seems like it's not an alternate history of it, so it's an
Yeah.
actual depiction of World War One. So it should be interesting.
Should be cool. They do it right. It's EA
Yeah.
though, so we should set the bar like fairly low.
Yeah,
Set the bar
story
low,
stuff.
then your expectations aren't low, and if it's better, then you're happy, right?
I'm trying to like the only other thing they've done like story wise that's really good. Like I don't even know which one they've done that's
Mass
actually-
Effect.
But isn't that BioWare?
Yeah, but I think
Not EA?
EA's Oh, I guess EA is the publisher of that.
Yeah,
This is
they're not
Dice though, isn't it?
Yes.
I think Dice only does Battlefield. That's all I can think of from Dice.
They did Battlefront, didn't they? They did Battlefront,
Sure. I don't know.
but that didn't have a campaign.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they do it right, man. It'd be cool. I'd probably.
I'm
play the game.
I'm excited for EA's actual story game, Star Wars game by Amy Hennig is writing.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool.
It's not coming out until like 2018, but still.
Dude, they need to do like Knights of the Old Republic, but better. That was a
Mhm.
badass game back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that game took me like a day of solid playing before I even got like a lightsaber.
I didn't even touch that game.
No.
But I've heard so many good things about
It's good, man. It's almost one of those games that even though it was like the Xbox, original Xbox, like it's one of those games that still like not really holds up, but like people still play it and download it now and say it's not that bad. It was a good story game, man. It was fun.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
It was pretty big though. Like that's kind of the thing that turned me off. But,
That's really big.
well, at the time, it was huge for me at least. That and then my brother was playing Elder Scrolls Morrowind. It's like holy shit, this game's huge,
Dude,
man.
you put Elder Scrolls in front of anything, it's just gonna be like, all right, I'm done. I can't do this.
Yeah.
It's too big.
I don't
Can't do it. No.
know.
No, I know how that is because I've the only Elder Scrolls I played Baldur's Gate back in the day.
Yeah. My brother played that too. I think he played it on a PC.
Yeah, that was a PC game back in the day.
Okay, so to wrap up my thought, yes, games are very our storylines have progressed to like this amazing place now where like a video game could be technically the best form of media out there for storytelling. If you had to name your favorite, it's The Last of Us?
My favorite of all time is Last of Us.
You know what mine is? And I played it right before The Last of Us. So this is probably why The Last of Us hurts a little bit, but I think BioShock Infinite was the best.
Oh,
Have you played that game?
I played a little bit. Like I like I want to replay the first BioShock.
I never played the first two BioShocks. I tried.
I think because the thing I've heard about BioShock Infinite, it becomes a shooter. It's more of a shooter.
It is more of a shooter.
I think BioShock, the first one, it's more of a survival horror, and I think I would enjoy that way more.
That's
than
why
Infinite.
I didn't enjoy that because that's the reason why I didn't enjoy that game. It's too like slow paced for me, like But
With The Last of Us?
No, the first BioShock.
Oh, the first BioShock.
But BioShock Infinite, yeah, it's more of a shooter, so like that kind of like appealed to me. But man, the storyline was so good. There's so many like. It ended with this crazy twist that I didn't see coming, and I actually like put the controller down. I was like, "Shit!" Did not see that. Like it screwed with my brain to the point that like after I beat it, it was like 1 a.m, and I went and watched like hours worth of people talking about like everything that I missed and subtle things. Like you see these people and you look through the binoculars and they're not there, and it all like leads to other shit, and you don't piece it together at the time.
Yeah,
it's still the game to this point that blew my mind the most. There's been other games, but.
Yeah, I think. No, that totally makes sense. Totally makes sense.
And then I went from that to The Last of Us, and I think I was still so hyped on BioShock Infinite, like what happened, that I probably did like kind of. I think my play of The Last of Us, I should have done it like a month later, once it was like BioShock was out of my system.
Once it was all gone and everything.
I will say though, man, The Last of Us was a really, really good game. Like I would love for them to make another one.
They're making another one. It's completely. It's like.
Is it a confirmed thing?
It's pretty much confirmed. They're doing The Last of Us 2, but I don't know where they should go with it though. Because I don't want to spoil it. I know it's been out for a while now, but like
people still get mad.
The people still get mad. I just hope it's not connected to this one at all.
You just want a brand new. Can I say one final thing about games before we change subject? Can games quit just making the next one 2 and 3 and 4? I hate it.
What do you mean? Like
I saw a thing the other day for Titanfall 2. It's like, no, man. If I was a game creator, it'd be Titanfall. Then it would be Titanfall 2 Sword Mechs or something. Like, don't. I hate when games just. Is it just called
Titanfall 2?
Yeah, and I hate when things do that. At least with Uncharted, they did like Uncharted 2. Whatever.
Drake's Fortune.
Yeah, Uncharted 4, Thief's End. Like that makes it a little bit better. But if they just called it Uncharted, the Thief's End, to me that's way cooler. But I think they lose people. They're like, well, which game is this?
Which game is first? Yeah, which game is first?
You get the like Apple iPad scenario where like you go to the store and you're like, is this the iPad Mini 2, the 3, or the 4?
Yeah, and then they say this is the new iPhone. It's like, what iteration is it though?
Yeah. You know how many iPads I sold to people at Target that never had Retina? I told them had Retina. I didn't know. Anyways.
Probably selling an inferior product.
I didn't care though.
But I do think that they should put like a subtitle for each of the games that they put out.
I think it helps it, man.
Yeah, because like the new Mass Effect that's coming out, it's called Mass Effect Andromeda.
I know. Perfect.
Like we don't know what. Yeah, it's good, but we don't know if that's the first one, the third one. What is it? Like the second? I think it's the fourth. I think it might be the
new trilogy. First in the new trilogy.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
But even if it was the third one and they called it like Mass Effect 4 Andromeda, that's okay. But I just hate when they just
But I
throw
think-
a number behind it.
But I think after a while, you can't be like Mass Effect 7 this. You kind of have to get rid of the number at some point.
Then why don't we just get rid of the number after 2?
You know,
We're at
but
2.
see, usually everything is a trilogy,
Yeah, I know.
right? 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth. Okay, I could slide. I could slide. You can slide with the fourth, but the fifth. That's when you start saying, okay, we need to stop this.
Stop. Take a look in the mirror, EA. Let's for
One
yourself.
last thing I want to say about The Last of Us. Probably my second favorite is pretty close to the favorite is the DLC that came out for The Last of Us.
Wasn't
Left-
that just an online portion?
No, it's called Left Behind.
Oh, I never played that. Was it good?
Oh, so fucking good.
Was
It's all Ellie, the entire thing, and it's like her
Oh.
backstory before everything happened.
Oh.
Before everything went well, not before when everything, because like while she was born, everything has gone to hell anyways, because she's born into this kind of world, right?
Right. Yeah. Right.
But like this is like her before she's on this adventure with Joel, and all the stuff that happened to her beforehand.
I never played
It's
that.
only like 5 hours or 4 hours, like 4 hours or something like that. But like it's fucking the storytelling is so good.
I don't know, man. There's some things I want to play in PlayStation. I'm starting to like. I'm not just like an Xbox guy anymore. I haven't been for a long time. I've just been poor and busy. It's hard when you're in school to like sink the hours in, right?
Yeah, it is. School can take a lot of your time.
It like makes you feel guilty. And if you do bad on something, you're like, oh man, I should
Yeah.
have been playing that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So
I played 14 while I was in school. It was really bad.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna. I really like to get PlayStation soon. There's some shit I want to play.
Dude, there's some good shit. So many good things. You got Bloodborne, Dark Souls,
No, I won't play any of those games.
you got Uncharted, you got the last. Well, I already played the
I
last.
want to play. I want to play Uncharted. That's for sure.